Elizabeth had one of the rockiest roads to being queen in English history. She was third in line to the throne on her father Henry VIII's death. Her half-brother Edward VI and half-sister Mary ruled first. She nearly lost any chance of succession after Edward's attempt to have Lady Jane Grey as queen, but she only ruled for 9 days. When Mary ruled, Elizabeth was actually in the Tower of London for a stint. Only when Mary died childless in 1558 would Elizabeth become queen. When it wasn't spreading propaganda, Elizabeth's administration was actually doing some good. The Queen oversaw the nation's first attempts at poverty relief, a gradual accumulation of rulings like mandatory taxation towards this end, which culminated with the 1601 Elizabethan Poor Law. In addition to her native English, Queen Elizabeth I was known to be fluent in French, Italian and Latin, going so far as to translate collections of lengthy texts into these languages. The Queen is also believed to have spoken Spanish, Welsh, Irish, Flemish, Greek and even Cornish. She turned down proposals from the likes of King Philip II of Spain, King Eric XIV of Sweden, Archduke Charles of Austria and French brothers Henry III and Francis, Duke of Anjou. Throughout her life, Elizabeth's one true love remained her childhood friend Robert Dudley, whose marriage to Amy Robsart kept the two from achieving Elizabeth's long-desired union with him. She can claim many lasts. She was the last Tudor monarch, she was the last to rule over England before its union with Scotland under James I, and she was also the last monarch to remain unmarried. Elizabeth is thought to have been ashamed of her mother, Anne Boleyn. All her praise was for her father, Henry VIII, but actually it was quite an astute political move, knowing her mother's reputation. She actually did care for her mother, posing for a portrait in her teenage years with her mother's A pendant around her neck. All of her late mother's relatives were promoted to the best positions at court, and she wore a miniature pendant necklace that contained a miniature portrait of her mother opposite herself. Next time on 6 Facts, he's the founding father and first president of the biggest economy in the world, George Washington. If you like this video, don't forget to comment below and subscribe. A new video is released every Sunday, and next week is a Who Week video. See you then.